guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and today my grandmama and I are going to show you how she makes her spaghetti with clams, and it's so incredibly easy to make. I've made a couple versions here in Laura in the kitchen over the years, but this is kind of, you know, in her kitchen, in her home, so I figured you might be interested in watching it. It's very simple. We're going to start with a skillet with high sides, with a few cloves of garlic, olio. Quanto gli ci mettono?
Dipende.
A few tablespoons of oil. We're going to bring this to the back on the stove and let this start sizzling up before we add her tomatoes. This is tomatoes that she jarred herself, but a can of cherry tomatoes or a can of diced tomatoes will do the job just as well. She let the garlic sizzle a bit, and now she's going to fish it out, only because my uncle doesn't like big pieces of garlic. And then we added a small little piece of dried chili. Now these are really, really spicy, so just add a pinch of hot pepper flakes and you'll be just fine. All right, now you're cooking. It is a little bit, the burner is a little bit higher than she expected. A little splash of water. I'm going to put this back on the burner and let it cook for quanto tempo la cosce la salsa?
10 minuti.
Solo così. Let this cook for about 10 minutes, because also remember that she jarred the sauce herself. So the sauce is partially already cooked. And yeah, we're going to let this cook for 10 minutes. In the meantime, get a big pot, fill it with water, a good pinch of salt, and bring that up to a boil, because that's going to be for the spaghetti. So you want to make sure that that is ready and going. And we're going to get ready to add our clams, which they're right in here. I know, già le cucinate tu I vongole? These, she does the same thing I do. She scrubs the clams and then steams them, takes them out, and reserves a little bit of the water. That's exactly what I do in my very first linguine with clams. That's what I did. And she reserves a little bit of the cooking water and the actual clams themselves. So these are ready to go, and they're going to go in here. If you feel confident that your clams are sand-free, then by all means you can skip that step completely. But we're going to let the sauce cook for 10 minutes, and then we'll show you the next step. And I'm getting hungry. Adding my pasta to my boiling water. And while that's kind of going down here, I'm going to add my clams with my juice to my sauce. And this is just going to cook together on low for about, I would say about 10 minutes or so. And add some fresh basil. Now, she hasn't added any salts just because there's that juice from the clams that are very naturally salty. And also she's got salt in the cooking water, so she doesn't want to over salt it. But by all means, if you feel like it needs it, then you can absolutely add some more. And just keep your eye on the sauce and the pasta, and it should be done about the same time. And I'm going to drain it, and then we'll put it all together. Once you drain your pasta, and make sure you drain it very well, otherwise it can make your sauce entirely too watery, and then you end up with soup, which nothing wrong with that, but it's certainly not going to be right. Just stir as best as you can. Oh, that looks amazing. I'm just going to try to... That looks gorgeous. I love these little tiny clams. Assaggi prima tu.
No, non voglio assaggiare, mi faccio basi.
I was about photography. About photography. She asked me to put a perfect little piece of basil on top. I said no. I said the basil's for the picture. No, about photography. I told her the basil's for the picture. She's gonna kill me now. And my brother's right behind the camera, so this is a lot to handle. Ma non giù sale. We didn't add any additional salt because the juices of the clams cooked in are already salty. It's a perfect balance because the pasta was also seasoned as well, the pasta water, so there's no need to add anything extra. We're going to let you go because we've got company right behind the camera, so it's time to set this table and start eating. As you can see, we've got food coming out. We're ready to rock and roll. Hope you enjoy spending time with us, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.